Today we are out in Elyson over in Katy. Y'all have been asking me, do I sell in the Katy area? Do I go to the Katy area? The answer is yes, I do. I just have not been out since starting this YouTube channel. And so I am very excited to show you guys some of the newest layouts and the newest plans that we are seeing come to the side and coming to Houston, honestly, which is our alley loaded homes. What can y'all tell what we're missing? Can y'all? Garage, y'all. We don't have a garage behind us. Our garages are going to be loaded in through the back. So I've seen this in Colorado, I've seen this in Dallas, seen this in Austin. So it is exciting to see it come here to Houston. We will probably start to see a lot more of these just pop up in a lot of these communities because one, they're a good utilization of space, especially as we do get bigger and we have more people coming to the city. But we'll get into all of those details a little bit later. I know y'all want to see some houses. I want to see some houses. Let's go. We are going to see two builders today, starting with Brookfield Residential, which this is going to be our Brookfield Residential home. I particularly like the alley loaded look because one, we have a porch. We have like a front porch, all windows. So for me, just looking at it, I think this is a beautiful appeal for the house. We don't have the garage door, which whether it takes away or not isn't really a big deal, but it is just nice to see a true front space and there's nothing interrupting that. So, but I get my porch, and so because of that, I am happy about that. It is beautiful. It is done really nice, but I'm gonna say this. I, in particular, don't like when we open straight into our kitchen. That's just me though. I would have preferred another little opening. It is nice though. It is nice to look at right now, but I'm thinking about the future when you are cooking and you're cleaning and you have guests that are coming over. That's just my little spiel on that, but let's get into it. So off to our left, we have what looks to be storage. Okay. Brookfield does a really good job in regards to just like their design. So I do appreciate that. I do love the flooring in here. It does feel warm and I'm loving the color scheme that we have going on. Dining room over here. I also love these chairs, y'all. This is not what we're here to see, but I just have to say that. Y'all know when I see something that is nice, I'm gonna comment on it. Layout wise for the kitchen though, I do love it. I like how big our island is. Absolutely obsessed with our fixtures that we have here. Like, this is a really nice space. We have a ton of countertop space, which also very happy with. And these green cabinets give me life. No soft close happening right here. I'm curious on if we can get that as an upgrade because in their other homes, you actually have soft close. So we can probably upgrade to that. Pantry, okay. That's cute. A little turn on. Do we have a light in here though. I'm not sure why that's not turning on or where that switch is. Oh, there we go. Honestly, pantry is cute. I love these pantries that are underneath the stairs because I think it's just a really fun layout. Also, love the fact that they color drenched it. I think it just makes it more unique. Bath here, so our half bath is off of our kitchen and our garage, which we'll show you in a second, but half bath, like the way they designed it, it is very spacious. So as a guest bath, definitely one of my favorites because of how much space we have. They did a really nice job making this pop because you guys know, I've said it before, your half bath is typically the bath that your guests use. So this is the bathroom that really should be very luxurious and really should feel the best. Not sure what's happening here though. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what's happening in here with this pedestal sink. So, garage. Okay, typical 2-car garage. We'll walk the back of both of them after we tour the insides, so you kind of see what that looks like. But you kind of see, we get an idea. I really do like this layout though. Love this kitchen layout. And I like how we have this little nook area right by our back door. So really, if you wanted to make this a coffee station or a coffee bar or whatever here, you could. And you also have a great area here to turn this into like storage or even a mud area or for your pets. So this would be a great area to keep dogs out the way, cats out the way. I will say I completely missed this. The two-tone cabinets that we have, because I was so obsessed with the green, I didn't notice this, like, what is this, a brownish gray? It is, it's got light hues of gray, but it's brown, and I love that. I'm absolutely obsessed with the two-tone that we have going on here. And before I take you guys outside, I want to take you guys to the living room. If there had been a way to flip this, I would have preferred this be what I walk into and then the rest of it kind of like shift over. I don't know how that would have been done, but I would have preferred to see the living room first. Now I am absolutely obsessed with this light. One thing that you have heard me say time and time again is your lighting really makes and breaks a home. Loving the window light that we're getting as well. And honestly, this is just a really spacious living room, and I like how tucked it is. I do like how tucked off to the side it is. And that is a huge sofa. So as you can see, we can get a big L sectional. We still have room for chairs over here, and we have a huge walking space. So definitely not missing any space over here. And before I take us back, I'm thinking of what you could do to kind of close off the space. And you could turn this into like a foyer where there is like another door. It doesn't have to be a closed off door, but it could be kind of like how they have in New York, where it's like a true room with windows. I think that would be really nice here, just to give it a little bit more separation since you are walking straight into the kitchen. I'm not no designer, y'all, but that's just my opinion. Backyard. Okay, we have a decent, oh my gosh, y'all. The wind is going crazy right now. Backyard space. I'm honestly a little surprised by the size of the backyard. It is small, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like this is some grand backyard, but it is a really spacious space for what you're getting. So I do like that. I'm so used to seeing smaller yards on houses like this, but we have enough space here to do a table. And honestly, you could probably put a grill out here as well if you extend it out a little bit more, maybe to match the house. But we still have ample space here. So enough for your dog to have a nice little dog run, enough for you to have a garden, or if you wanted to just kind of extend the space out and give yourself a little bit more seating area, you definitely can do that here. I want to see if I can take a peek. I don't know what y'all are seeing right now, but hopefully it's the garage. Hopefully that was a shot of the garage. I expect most of the houses to look like this in regards to lot size. So I don't think you're gonna get too much more different on this. But it is nice to see that regardless, you're still getting a decent sized space. If you don't want a whole lot of yard to maintain, this may be it. Let's go upstairs. Let's see what we're working with. Okay, staging. They really said you gotta turn your own lights on today. So when we walk up, all of our rooms are gonna be up. Let's start to the right, why not? Okay, primary. Kept our green through and through. Dual vanity. Okay. Stand-up shower. Honestly, a spacious stand-up shower. But come on now. Come on now. Y'all know what I'm gonna say. Y'all know what I'm gonna say. Come on now. What are we doing here? And what's crazy is Brookfield will do tile to ceiling. But if we get into this house and we need to make a request, you know we're gonna make a request. Okay, closet. Spacious. Honestly, spacious closet for this home. Don't know what I was expecting, but I don't think it was this much space, which I'm very astonished by. And then of course, private toilet. And one thing Brookfield does really well, just as a builder, they give you a spacious private toilet area. So for those of you guys who don't like them, I don't think you're gonna hate these because they are pretty wide. I go into it in another video, but you'll see that one when it comes out. Absolutely love this. Oh, I love this room. 3 walls and the trim. The trim is so, I'm gonna show my husband this video because I have been dying to do this for our bedroom and he just won't let me, y'all. He thinks it's not gonna look good, but we're seeing it right now. This does look good. But getting into the room itself, spacious primary. We have a dresser here. We still have all of this walking space. We're able to get king size bed in here and 2 nightstands with a bench. So room is definitely feeling upscale. Absolutely love this. And I love what they did over here with the hats. I think that's very cute. So it gives you really good ideas as to how you can decorate and make this space your own. We're gonna go next to the primary. Once again, these rooms are pretty big. For what I thought the house was going to be, it's honestly giving a very wide, like I don't feel any different in regards to the house itself, which when you think about it, the only thing they changed is really the positioning of the garage. So I guess that does make a lot of sense, but plenty of space here. Let's see what we're working with closet wise. Yeah. Y'all know how I feel about these closets. Nothing to write home about, but you have a long closet. And it looks like we have some lake views happening over here, but we're definitely probably gonna have more houses or something going up over there. Okay, laundry room. Absolutely love this laundry room. It's spacious, it doesn't take up too much. We have our window here, so we're getting some natural light. And then we have storage here for baskets, dirty clothes when you're bringing them in. Love the use of the space. No complaints at all there. We're back in our landing and we've got storage here that I don't think I actually showed that when we walked up. This is gonna be our bathroom that's shared with the rest of our rooms. So all 3 of your rooms are gonna share this bathroom here, dual vanity. We kept the green with some gold trim, large format tile. You already know, but I do like the large format tile that we have here. I like this in secondary bathrooms, especially when you're typically gonna have kids. Yeah, because it's just easier to clean, less grout lines. So I do think it'll age a lot better, but Y'all know how that goes. We'll go bedroom 3. I mean, I love the spaces. And whoever did their staging did a great job. I like how we're seeing that we can do a nightstand here, because typically kids don't need, or your secondary rooms don't even need to have 2 nightstands. 1 is sufficient, so we were able to fit a nightstand here, and then we're also able to do like a desk setup over here. That's perfect when you have kids working, doing homework, or if you have guests. So absolutely love the space. I like that we can do a lot with it. But y'all, I need the mirror. I wonder if I can load that up in my car, because that is nice. Same closet. We're losing closet space here. So you guys know how I feel about that. It's not my favorite. I think that there are better ways to maximize that closet space, but it is not the worst. Oh, this is cute. So I'm gonna walk you guys back. 1, look at how they did the trim in green, and then they did it in pink. I gotta give them their props there. But once again, every single room we've been in has been pretty spacious. So just because you're going with a new format of a house, alley loaded, you're not missing out on any of the space. We haven't missed any of the space. Like, all we did was flip the garage to the back, to be honest. Okay. I mean, so we walked through our Brookfield Residential alley loaded homes. I will show you guys what the back of them look like after we've seen both of them. But first of all, wait, pause. Look at this. Look at this background. Come on, y'all. I love a well-decorated home. Back to the serious topic at hand, which is pricing, okay? We've got some quick moving homes. Looks like everything is coming to market in October. So that's when we're gonna really start to see some, which honestly, when I'm filming this video is the end of September. So we're right there. Price point wise, for Brookfield Residential, we're looking at $360 all the way up to $415. And we have options here. Looks like our biggest home is gonna put you at about 2305 square feet, which is the Bluebonnet plan. What we toured today was actually the Verbena plan, and that's gonna come in around 2080 square feet. Gives you 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. We saw that, 1 bath in the primary, 1 upstairs shared between your other 3 rooms, half bath right off of the garage. One thing I can say about Brookfield is I do love the way that they design their houses. For the most part, I love their floor plans. I did mention at the beginning of this that I don't really like the idea of you walking straight in to the kitchen. I think it would be nice if you kind of closed off that front area a little bit more with like a true foyer, right? Like the ones that we kind of see in, I'm trying to think of like New York, right? New York has that true foyer where they walk in, there's another door that you push open, and then you're into your space. Something like that is nice, only because I don't necessarily want everyone to walk in and just see my kitchen, or more of this like private space. But it's still a beautiful layout. I still like the way that they've designed it, and honestly the kitchen, I just keep going back to the kitchen and looking at the kitchen, absolutely stunning. So me personally, a fan of alley loaded homes. Like I stated before, we're at that 360 price point, so 360 is gonna get you about 1,600 square feet and 3 bedrooms. And then of course, you can go all the way up to 2,300 square feet, give or take. You'll be at a $415 price, but you'll get 4 beds, 3.5 baths, 2 stories. And it looks like you get powder room as soon as you enter, game room, covered patio space. So you've got some options there. I'm excited for the rest of these floor plans to come on the market, because we'll definitely be back out here to do a walkthrough. But let's get into incentives for Brookfield Residential. Right now, Brookfield is doing a $499 with 2% towards closing costs. So when we're talking about incentives that the builder is offering, your closing costs can pretty much be covered with that 2%. And one thing about Brookfield is if we need to pull a little bit away from that interest rate buy down, and what's more important is that closing costs being covered, then we can do that. I absolutely love working with the Brookfield Residential team. Great group of people out here in Elyson. Truly think that there is a floor plan for everybody. And if alley loaded isn't your vibe, then we definitely have other vibes, such as our traditional homes that are going to be built over here, as well as the traditional homes that they have elsewhere in the community. Now that we've seen what Brookfield has to offer, let's go check out David Weekley. So now that we've seen Brookfield, let's take a look at David Weekley, because David Weekley is going to be our other alley loaded builder in this community. Already, y'all, I'm loving the color. I need some color in my life. So whenever I see an exterior that has that, it is so stunning. It already gives me good vibes. And I'm loving the porch option that we have here as well. This will do it. And this will do it. Office space to the left. Okay, David Weekley. Okay, I see you. Oh, that's real. Okay. To our right, we have a half bath. And I love that we did, is this paint? Oh, this is paint. I love what we did in our half bath because honestly, it just takes it up a notch for me. And you guys know I've already said this, but your half bath is where your guests are primarily going to be at. So it is important that it look stunning. And I'm liking the black large format tile that we have here. We have some understair storage. Not sure how functional this will be for a lot of people, but definitely a good space to store things that you're not reaching for all the time. So think suitcases, Christmas decor, Halloween, basically any holiday decor that you have, this will probably be a good place for that because you're not always gonna be reaching for it, but label it. I'm already liking this layout more just because we didn't go straight into the kitchen, right? It does feel a lot nicer in that regards. And y'all, David Weekley, you do it all the time. I think there's only been one floor plan from David Weekley that I've seen and I've been like, but like all the time, y'all. I'm loving these cabinets. And we went green up top and we took it all the way to the ceiling. And we have it at bottom. And we gave us another tone cabinet here. Oh, did these open? Oh, these don't open. That would have been nice, but obviously, you know what? I'm having a boy moment. Of course it doesn't open. Look at what's right next to it. Exactly. Loving, I'm not a fan of this gold. That's my own personal opinion, but it does go well with the design. So if you like it, I love it, as they say. Liking the sink that we have here. I like that it is not necessarily black or white. Kind of just blends and it doesn't stand out too much. And a 4-burner with our griddle in the middle. Not mad at this at all. It looks like we have a Frigidaire appliance package in this home. No slow close, but we do have some drawers, which I feel like drawers, if you have the ability to upgrade to them, or if it comes standard, regardless, if you can upgrade all of them, I think drawers just make more sense than cabinets. That's my personal opinion. You may agree, you may disagree, but that's just how I feel about it as someone who wants drawers in their house. Going into our dining space here. So we've got kind of that open concept where we're going dining and then we're going living. But before we get too deep into our living room, let's talk about what's probably your pantry. Yep. Pantry space here. Decent amount there too. And laundry room. Okay. I don't know how I would feel about your laundry room being downstairs next to your living room. That's the only thing that I'm thinking about right now is, does this make sense if you've got a load going and then you have guests over? So these are the things you want to think about. It may not be a big deal to some, but to others, especially those who like to host, it may not be what you want. I'm absolutely loving this living room. Let's talk about number one, the ceilings are great height, not too tall for me at least. And then absolutely loving the fixtures that we have here. Decor is also doing it, but just the space alone. This is a really spacious living room. You can do a lot with this. You can lay it out, honestly, a perfect way. This is the perfect layout. And look, we have sliding doors in the back, so sliding glass doors. We still have a door that you can access, so that way if you don't want to keep sliding this back and forth, you have a simple door here. Before we go back there, you already know where I'm going to take you. To the primary. I like this. This is different. Okay. Okay. Okay, come on, David Weekley. The staging will do it every time, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. If a house is staged really well, you know your furniture's not gonna look like this. Some of y'all have amazing taste. Myself, my house does not look like this. But if I think my house can look like this would sell me. So staging is gonna do it every single time. And honestly, the room, it's spacious. You are not going to get as much space as we've seen in other homes. And I'm noticing that because we have this in the front here, but we're losing this walkway space here. I'm gonna be honest with you though, I would have taken this dresser out. I don't think it's necessary. I think it clutters the space, and if we have a big enough closet, you don't need it anyways. And then the door does open into this walkway space, which isn't that big of a deal, but it's just something to note. One of my favorite parts though is that we do have 2 windows here, and then we do have another window here. So, okay, private toilet, dual vanity, a little small. It is a little small, but still a dual vanity. And then linen closet. Okay. I like how they did the 2 different tiles. I think it's different. Oh, and I like that we have 2 little niches in here. And we didn't do trim, we just took the tile all the way around. So there's no like silver or black, it's literally just straight tile. I do like that a lot. It's in the details. Rain shower head, and we still have a regular shower head as well. And I do like that, once again, right by the entry, we have this turned on. So honestly, you reach for it, turn it on. You don't have to worry about getting wet before you're ready to get in the shower. So that is a huge plus, and I love when they do that, when they do these extra long showers. Okay, closet. See, this is what I mean. We have enough space in here. I would get rid of the dresser. There's no need for it. We have more than enough space, and honestly, if you wanted to, you could throw a dresser probably over here in this area, and then use this for shirts or for pants. You don't need the dresser in the bedroom, so you can free up a little bit more space. But closet-wise, beautiful functional closet. Looks like okay. We've seen the primary. Let's take a look. outside, and then we'll go upstairs. Man, this is stunning. All right. Now, patio space, David Weekley's winning. I'm gonna be honest with you, David Weekley's winning. One, I like that your garage door opens up to your patio. I think that is so smart. And you can really like take shoes off here. It is covered, so there's no issue in regards to like getting rained on, but absolutely love that. Love the space that we have here as well. I think it's really functional. So granted, this is a sliding glass door, but because you have a secondary door, you could push this up a little bit more, like your table or sitting area, and just really take advantage of that space. But it looks like we get about the same amount of yard space, but we're actually just getting more patio space. And what you're hearing is the generator, because we are still on generator power back here. So if you're getting that, that's being picked up, that's what that is right now. And if you've noticed any flickering of lights, it's because we're on generator power. So absolutely loving this space though. I just really like how they did this. The garage doesn't come straight into the house, and I'm not mad at that at all. Looks like this is probably going to be office, because your garage door is going to be there. So they've got some AC units going in. So this is more than likely going to be office space for their alley loaded. When you walk back into a house and it still feels good, that is a winning house. Let's take a look at upstairs. One, I'm obsessed with these stairs. Do y'all see how this light just comes in? Oh, it's in the little things, y'all. We have windows here and here. So we're getting light from two different sides, and we're opening up to this game room, which is absolutely stunning. Really good use of space, and I like that it's not directly over the living room as well. Okay. Oh, I love this, y'all. Absolutely love this. Okay. This is different, and I do like that a lot. Bedroom 2, super spacious. Honestly, David Weekley really did it, at least for the secondary room, where we just have a lot of space, good light. I'm not mad at this, y'all. And once again, the staging. This is a child's room and a functional closet. So, love this. Now, in between, we do have storage closet here. So as they have here, they've got board games. Because this bleeds out into your game room area, it makes sense that you have that here. And then bedroom 3, oh, we need a little bit more light in here. We're gonna need a little bit more light, y'all. But regardless, bedroom 3, once again, spacious. Not sure what the obsession is with turning these into fitness rooms, because I am not using a whole bedroom for workout. We'll just use the garage. But still, we get to see what we've got. And then of course, closet space, which is their little security room for right now. But great, I won't say great, I think great's an overkill, but it is a good use of space, good closet space there for secondary. I'm still stuck on this bathroom though, y'all. it's this. It really is this. It adds a pop of warmth that is just amazing. And game room is absolutely stunning. I mean, look at the view, y'all. And we did our lines here too. Now for the parts that you guys love and that matters the most to y'all: pricing, HOAs, tax rates. We're gonna go through it all. David Weekley pricing for alley loaded homes. Looks like all of these are quick move-in. However, quick move-in is not going to be ready until January of 2026. We're in the end of September, so we still have October, November, December, and then it will be ready January. I know David Weekley was really working on getting their permitting together, and they wanted to have everything in order before they even started selling. So now that that is all together, now that that's taken care of, they are ready to go. So if you are ready to lock something in, you're gonna be looking at a January timeframe, at least for their alley loaded homes. Price wise, we're looking at 400 to 500,000 straight. So 400,000 is gonna get you the cornerstone, which is going to be about 1,906 square feet, 2-story, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. 500, so at the top of our budget, right? We're looking at the Schneider, 2,675 square feet. So pretty significant difference in square footage, about 700 square feet more. That is going to give you 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths, a study, a retreat, and you're getting that 2-car garage alley loaded in the back. So we've got stuff in between 415, 450, 445, 460. So you've got stuff happening in between there. Incentive wise, David Weekley is also doing pretty similar incentives. So 4.99% interest rate, which is great. That's for FHA, VA, conventional, you name it. They do also have a 100% financing program that is happening. Don't have all the info on that, so I don't know what all the details are, but know that you have an option for 100% financing as long as you qualify. And if you want more info, just book a call with me. I should have all of that by the time this video posts. Now, because they just opened up literally this past Saturday, they are doing a very fun incentive that I will say, so you gotta move quick. And honestly, I may post this video early. They are offering $40,000 towards the first 2 buyers who purchase their alley loaded or go under contract for their alley loaded homes. And their more traditional homes that they're building over here in the 45s, they are also offering $40,000. So even if the alley loaded is not your jam, remember, we still have other homes that are available and coming in this part of Elyson, and that price point is gonna put you $445 to $520. I did not show these houses. We'll definitely come back out here and do a video just showing David Weekley's products. So we'll revisit our alley loaded and we'll show their traditional signature series on their 45s. But $40,000 for y'all to be first, pick up the phone and call me. All I have to say is pick up the phone and call me, because I love that. Now, if you don't get the 40,000, because like I said, it's 2 for the alley loaded, it's 2 for their signature traditional homes. So 4 people in total are going to get that. However, they're still giving away $5,000 towards closing costs. They're doing that $499 buy down. And of course, if a buy down is not something that you're necessarily interested in, we can see about switching that over towards covering some of that closing costs and getting some seller concessions out of it. So we have options when it comes down to that as well, okay? But I have to say, we've seen both of the houses, and I will say that regardless, they were both stunning. They were both beautiful. The layout was amazing in David Weekley's, but the design that was in Brookfield Residential was absolutely stunning. Both of these builders are great builders. I love the way that they build their products. Not every floor plan is a hit. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. We're not gonna like every single floor plan that we see, but the great thing about both of these builders is they have plenty of floor plans for you to choose from. So take it with a grain of salt that if you liked certain things about it and you just didn't like this particular floor plan that we saw, I mean, there may be something else out there for you. Who knows? Before I forget, the floor plan that we toured today was the Melford. So square footage wise, we're looking at about 2169 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. You have that study area, 2-car garage, pretty typical. Honestly, it looks like they stick very close to, at least for what's gonna be available for quick move-in, 19 to 2169, and then we have a jump to 2675. So quick move-in homes that are gonna be available gives you kind of that range for square footage. Not too bad. At 2169 though, this felt comfortable, so I'm not mad at that. Melford is going to put you at 445 or 460 in price point. So this is kind of what we're seeing at a 445, 460 for alley loaded homes. Now, for the details that you guys really care about, HOA, we're looking at 1384. Tax rate, we're looking at about 3.26. Okay, so both of these are pretty reasonable for a community like this. And school district, listen up y'all, because this one is very specific, okay? Ellison's community is split between if you are west of Peak Road or if you are east of Peak Road. So with that being said, if you are west of Peak Road, you are going to be zoned to Katy ISD. If you are east of Peak Road, you are going to be zoned to Cy-Fair ISD. Both of these are great school districts, so there really isn't a wrong choice. You have to make the decision that works best for you though, and for your kids and your family. I have resources down below in the description. I always put them there so that way you guys have access to it, because doing your research is one of the most important parts of purchasing a home. I can tell you guys all the details, but every realtor is not going to give you guys all the details. Sometimes it's just not something that we can tell you or we can decide. You have to do that work yourself. So everything is down below for you guys to use if you want to. Now, to get into the fun that Elyson is also offering, because we're paying almost $1,400 a year. I want to know what I'm getting for my $1,400. But we're going to get community pools, so multiple pools. Looks like we'll have resort style, may have a lap pool thrown in there. We've got splash pads. I saw it on the way in. Really fun splash pads for the kids. Compass Lake, so you can do kayaking, canoeing, paddleboarding. You've got active water sports. That is not for me, but if that is your jam, you've got it at the lake. Looks like we've got some orchards and community gardens. Okay. Now that is for me. We've got dog parks, traditional parks, so parks for the kids to play at. We've got workout spaces, and we've got some tennis courts and pickleball courts happening here. So a lot of fun things that are going on in the community. You don't have to leave your community to access that. It is paid for in your HOA. I can't stress it enough. Utilize your HOA because you're paying for it. You're gonna pay for it regardless. All in all, I'm really excited that we were able to come out here and actually see some of these alley loaded houses. These are so fun. I personally like the idea of that garage being in the back. I think it just allows your home to shine at the front. But I am curious, what did y'all think about alley loaded? Are you team garage at the front or are you team garage in the back? Because at the end of the day, we're still getting about the same type of house. We're just having better utilization of your space. We are sacrificing a little bit of the backyard, but if you are team no yard or team minimal yard, this may be an option for you. And we have a free home buyer's guide in the link down below. Click on it, sign up for it, get that, print it out. It is there to help you guys organize yourself, organize your thoughts, and really understand the home buying process, especially if you are from out of state. That process looks a little bit different for each state, and so hopefully that is a resource that you guys can lean on. But regardless, book the call. I don't care if you're buying tomorrow, today, next week, 2 weeks, 6 months, a year, doesn't matter. Book the call. If you have questions, if you're confused about the process, or if you just like the homes that we're touring and you want to get out and you actually want to see them, book the call, y'all. I don't bite. I'm not a scary person. What you're getting right now is what you get on that phone call. Anyone who has booked a consultation can attest. As always, thank you guys for touring with me. I absolutely love seeing these homes with you, and I will see you guys next week.